And now back to the action. It's Mules baseball. Here's the voice of the Mules, Frankie Castillo.
And good afternoon. Welcome now to the OFC Softball Tournament. I'm Frankie Castillo. We are coming to you live here from Naylor High School. We are so excited to be here on a gorgeous Wednesday afternoon. Storms on Monday and Tuesday, and now those storms are long gone. And now we can focus on what we are doing here this afternoon with our softball coming up, and we've got a lot going on coming your way as we get ready for an amazing afternoon of high school sports. And coming up, we've got 4 games on the docket coming up this afternoon. First up, we will have the number 1 seed taking on the 8 seed coming up. We've got the Doniphan Donettes coming in at 15-1. They will take on the Greenville Lady Bears, and that is coming your way at the top of the hour. So make sure and hit that share button. Let us know where you're watching from here this afternoon, and what a great job that Naylor has done on their field. When we got here earlier today, I was thinking, man, there is no way they're going to be able to play softball, but man, they have really done a great job on this field to get ready coming your way. So what we're going to do is we're going to go to a quick break, and when we come back, we will have much more on the way. It is OFC Softball. We are live here in Naylor. You're watching exclusive coverage of this year's OFC tournament. It is presented by Bank of Grandin. All right, so welcome back now, and we are just getting ready here, coming your way here for some softball coming up between the Greenville Lady Bears and, of course, the Doniphan Donettes. So let's go ahead now and take a look at both of these teams as we get set for the first game of the afternoon. We've got 4 of them to get to. Let's talk a little bit about coming up here. Let's talk about the Greenville Lady Bears. They are coming in to the conference here in this tournament. So far, the Greenville Lady Bears, they are coming in 4-7 overall this season. They are coming in averaging nearly 8 runs a ball game, giving up 10 runs a ball game. And these two teams, once before this season, this will be their second meeting back on the 21st of this month. Just a few days ago, the Doniphan Donettes able to win 17-1 over the Greenville Bears. They're going to have their work cut out for them coming up today for sure. They are being coached by Justin Hancock. The assistant coaches are Andrea Arnold and Hannah Hancock as well. So we are moments away from the first pitch, and that is a quick preview and a look of the Greenville Lady Bears. And now taking a look at the Doniphan Donettes. What a spring season they are having so far. They are coming in with a record of 15-1. And you look at what they have accomplished so far. They're being coached by Brad Haygood. The assistant coach is Caitlin Taylor. Once again, they are 15-1 on the season. They are averaging about 12 runs a ball game, giving up under 2 runs per ball game as well. So this team well coached, and they can go a long way coming up in this tournament. So we're going to see in just a few moments here 2 really good umpires to begin this conference tournament. Behind the plate, I believe it'll be Ken Hosler. In the field is Colton Mannon. That'll be the umpires coming up here this afternoon when these two teams get ready to meet in just a few moments. By the way, we're also going to be having our instant replay again coming up as well. So we've got that and so much more. And, of course, we're going to be with you today and tomorrow here live from Naylor High School. Before we go to our final break, let's mention our sponsors here and thank them for everything they are doing. They are PR Automotive, also White Sanders Funeral Home, Soulful Hair Studios, also being brought to you by our good friends at the Bank of Grandin, Representative Cameron Parker, Barker's Towing and Auto Repair, and being brought to you by the Twin Rivers Booster Club, Baker Implement, Stan Bader Wood Trust, Christian Automotive and Tire, Ozark Legacy Insurance Partners, Hillis Family Chiropractic, also Joe Gloyd Concrete Construction, Elite Trucking Academy, Liberty Utilities, 67 Towing, and being brought to you by B&J Fencing, Black River Beauty Academy, Wind Supply in Poplar Bluff, Farm Credit of Southeast Missouri, and Midway RV Parks and Cabin Rentals, your proud supporters of this year's OFC softball tournament. It is the 8-seeded Lady Bears. They will go toe-to-toe with the 1-seeded Donettes. First pitch is coming up at the top of the hour. Don't go anywhere. You're watching exclusive coverage of this year's OFC tournament. It is presented by Bank of Grandin.
And now back to the action. It's Mules baseball. Here's the voice of the Mules, Frankie Castillo.
All right, so we are coming to you back as we have the umpires here. They have made their way to home plate, and of course they are talking now to the coaches as well. They are talking to Coach Brad Haygood as well as head coach Justin Hancock of the Greenville Lady Bears. So we are moments away from the first pitch coming your way, and we are so excited to be here. Make sure, let us know where you're watching from, and of course we're going to be having instant replay presented by Barker's Towing and Auto Repair. So that is all coming your way as we get set to bring you not one but 4 games coming up today. The two coaches now, they shake hands, and of course the umpires as well. Let's zoom in here so that way, hope you are enjoying what we are bringing you here today. We were talking to the admin team here at Naylor High School. Man, thank you so much to them for helping us out. We got here a little past 8:30 this morning. They were working on the field, and they let me commandeer pretty much everything right behind home plate. I am taking up a lot of room, and nobody has complained except for maybe the home plate umpire, but that's a different story. That is Ken Hosler. Gorgeous afternoon coming up today. A lot of rain, a lot of storms. By the way, our thoughts and prayers go out to those in Oxley and here in Naylor that sustained damages yesterday from the severe storms. And we are just grateful that we are here today to bring you exciting softball action. So now they shake hands, and now we're going to see the two teams come out. And we will have first pitch coming your way as we are just moments away for this OFC softball tournament to begin. And once again, we are coming to you live here in Naylor. Make sure and hit that share button. Let us know where you're watching from on a gorgeous Wednesday afternoon. And we are so pumped up to be here today as we get ready for the opening round here of this year's OFC tournament. Tomorrow we will have the semifinals and championship as well. Lots already watching, and of course the Doniphan Donettes, they are taking the field as they will be the home team coming up this afternoon. So now let's get you our starting lineups, and let's begin with the visitors here today. The Greenville Lady Bears leading off will be the pitcher Grayson Hill for the Greenville Lady Bears. Batting in the second spot, she's playing shortstop. It is Samantha Hicks, and third, she is third baseman Taylor Wood. Batting cleanup, it is the second baseman Avery Green. Batting in the fifth spot, it is the catcher Caitlin Cozart. And batting sixth, she'll be at first base, Elena Elder. Batting seventh at center field, Madison Thompson. Batting eighth, it is Marissa Hovis, the right fielder. And batting ninth, she is in left field. It is Abigail Hicks. Now defensively for Coach Haygood, let's go out into the outfield. In left, it is McKenna Kirby. Over in center field, Ava Monahan. In right field, Briley Bowles. Let's go around the infield now. Third base, it is Kenzie Davis. Over at shortstop, Carson Haygood. At second base, Mackenzie Taylor. At first base, Bella Monahan. Behind the plate, Paisley Klepzig. And on the mound for the Doniphan Donettes, McKay Jackson. She is only a sophomore. All right, so what do you say? Let's begin our first pitch coming your way. We are live in Naylor. Here we go, and we are right at the top of the hour. Strike one, and we are underway here live in Naylor. No balls and one strike to Grayson Hill. She is a junior, and she is today's starting pitcher for the Greenville Lady Bears. There's a ground ball. This one is hit to the second baseman. Bobbles it just a little bit. Able to pick it up, scoop, and throw. And there is one down here in the top of inning number one. That one goes a 4-3 on the out. And just like that, one up and one down here in the inning. One away as we have Samantha Hicks now coming up to the plate with one down here in the top of inning number one. Here we go. Pitch is up high for a ball. It is a 1 ball and no strikes, so 1-0 the count now as we are just underway here in Naylor. 1 ball and no strikes. Here is the pitch on the way. in there for a call to strike one. Count is even, 1 ball and 1 strike. Just look at this field. Great coverage. Great job by the Naylor team coming in today. The admin team, different coaches stepping up in a big way to make sure this game, this one is popped out to center field. It drops in for a base hit. They will stretch this out to a double, and the Lady Bears have 1 on and 1 down. It is a double to center field by Samantha Hicks. So Hicks now doing her thing, and she will be at second base with 1 down here in the inning. Coming up to the plate now, Taylor Wood. She is a senior, plays at third base. Runner on second base with 1 down here in the inning. This one is grounded to the second baseman. Good job out there by the second baseman, Avery Green. And that one also goes, or correction, the second baseman for the Doniphan Donettes, rather, is Mackenzie Taylor. That one goes 4-3 as well. So 2 down here in the inning. Quick 2 down. And now it's going to bring up the cleanup hitter Avery Green, the sophomore. She comes up to the plate now with 2 down and takes strike 1. No balls and 1 strike. It's 0-1 the count here. PR Automotive is a proud supporter of this year's OFC softball tournament. This one goes over the head. Runner stays put now at third base. It is 1 ball and 1 strike. So 1-1 the count. PR Auto has it's all covered. Your side-by-side, daily driver, and even the classics that you love. Chris Keeney, he is dedicated, there's a swing and a miss, to keeping you on the road and running strong, fast, reliable, and done right the first time. That's the PR Auto difference. Located in Poplar Bluff, 573-714-5426. Here is the 1-2 pitch, and this one up high for a ball. Count is even at 2 balls and 2 strikes. 2-2 the count with a runner on third base, and 2 away here in the top of inning number 1. 4 games up for grabs here today. We'll play the opening round today. Tomorrow it is the semis and the championship, and there is drop strike 3, but out at first base, and the side is retired. So we go to the bottom of inning number 1. The Donettes are coming to bat. We're back in just a moment. You're watching exclusive coverage of this year's OFC softball tournament. It is presented by Bank of Grandin. And we are back as we get ready for the bottom of inning number 1. Leading off for the Donettes will be the left fielder, Kenna Kirby. Batting second, she'll play second base, Mackenzie Taylor. Batting third, at third base, it is Kenzie Davis. Batting cleanup over at first base, it is Bella Monahan. Batting fifth, the pitcher, McKay Jackson, a sophomore. Batting sixth, she'll play center field, Ava Monahan. And batting seventh at shortstop, it is Carson Haygood. In the 8th spot, she is today's catcher, Paisley Klepzig. And batting ninth in right field, it is Briley Bowles. show you the defensive here for the Lady Bears. Out in left field, Abigail Hicks. Over in center field, Madison Thompson. In right field, Marissa Hovis. Going around the infield now at third base, it is Taylor Wood. Shortstop is Samantha Hicks. At second base, Avery Green. Elena Elder playing first base. And behind the plate, it is Kaylin Kozort. And on the mound for the Greenville Lady Bears, it is Grayson Hill. She is a junior here for the Greenville Lady Bears. So here we go as we get ready for the first batter here. First pitch, it is up high, and it'll be a ball. And we are off and running here in the bottom of inning number 1. 1 ball and no strikes. Our ball game is presented by White Sanders, a funeral home. They are located in Fisk. Here is the pitch showing bunt. This one is up high. It's a strike as she bunts it to the screen. 1 ball and 1 strike. White Sander Funeral Home in Fisk and Culin is a family-owned business committed to providing personalized services for all families. They are located in Fisk and Culin. 573-967-3300. This one is foul ball as it was bunted, just went foul, and it is now 1 ball and 2 strikes. So 1-2 the count. We are in the bottom of inning number 1. 1 ball, 2 strikes here as Kirby trying to get on base. Here is the pitch. This one is downstairs for a ball, and the count is even. 2 balls and 2 strikes. So 2-2 the count as Kirby is looking to get on base. Doniphan coming in at 15-1. There's a rip in this one. It just goes foul as well. So we'll do it again. Still at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Kirby, she's explosive when she gets out of the batter's box. Hope you are enjoying your views, whether you're watching from home or wherever you might be. Here is the pitch. This one is outside for a ball. 3 balls and 2 strikes. Now the count goes full. 3-2 the count. Kirby looking to get on base. This Doniphan team, they've got a lot of speed and a lot of power. Here is the payoff pitch, and this one is ball 4. And this one, as you can see on the instant replay, presented by Barker's Towing and Auto Repair, a little bit high. And now runner is on first base with nobody down here in the inning. Coming up to the plate now, it is Kenzie Taylor. She will bat with 1 on and nobody down. Showing bunt, the runner takes off, and she will be in there at second base with no issue there. It is no balls and 1 strike. So runner now on second base, or make that 1 ball and no strikes. My apologies there. This one is up high as well. This one will be a ball. Ball 2, 2 balls and no strikes. Kenzie Davis awaiting on deck for the Donettes. A little bit of wind here in Naylor. Overall, it's not bad. A little bit cool out here today. This one just high for a ball. It is ball 3, 3 balls and no strikes. So 3-0 the count with a runner on at second base. Here is the 3-0 pitch, and outside for a ball. It is ball 4, so the first 2 batters reach with base on balls. So now quickly 2 on and nobody out. Kenzie Davis coming up to the plate. So the third baseman steps in with 2 on and nobody down. Here is the pitch. This one is popped up, and this one gets out of play. It is no balls and 1 strike. 0-1 the count. We've got tons of folks watching here on a gorgeous Wednesday afternoon. So glad to have you alongside as we are bringing you live softball. Here is the 0-1 pitch, up high for a ball. The runners stay put. 1 ball and 1 strike. Of course, I'm pretty blessed myself, sitting by one of my idols, Rob Brown, right beside me. I know if I get out of line, he'll let the right people know. This one is popped up and out of play as well. It is a 1 ball and 2 strikes. So 2 foul balls directly behind us. Nobody down. Runners on first and second base. 1-2 the count. Here is the 1-2 pitch. This one is downstairs, and good job. Good job by the catcher to keep the ball in front of her. It is now 3 balls and 2 strikes. Or make that 2 balls and 2 strikes. Here is the pitch, and this one is up high. Now it's a full count. First 2 reaches base on a walk, and now quickly Kenzie Davis now has a full count. It is 3 balls and 2 strikes, 2 runners on, and nobody down. This one is popped up, and this one is also going to go back to the screen. It is a foul ball, still 3 balls and 2 strikes. 3-2 the count. Donettes coming in 15-1. Here is the pitch, and this one is ball 4 as well. So the first 3 base runners, all courtesy of the walk. And now with 3 runners on base, nowhere to put the cleanup hitter, Bella Monahan. So now Monahan, as she steps in, here is the pitch, and this one fouls it away to the screen. No balls and 1 strike. Boy, Bella Monahan, only a freshman, by the way. Plays basketball and softball. Really good basketball player, that's for sure. No balls and 1 strike here. Bases are loaded. Here is the 0-1 pitch. This one is popped up. This one out to left field, and it's going to fall in. And 2 runners will come in and score. So just like that, as Monahan is going to reach. So 2 runners come in to score. It is now a 2-0 ball game. This one just goes foul down the first base line. It is no balls and 1 strike as Doniphan now leads it 2-0. Runner still on first and second base as McKay Jackson, the pitcher, trying to help her own cause. Runners on first and second base, and here is the pitch. This one is booted to the second baseman and out at second base. 2 down here in the inning. So 2 away. It is a 2-0 game here as the Donettes leading early. And Ava Monahan coming up to the plate with 2 away. Here is this one. She bunts it, and it's going to be foul. Very good at bunting, that's for sure, is Ava Monahan. A 2-0 your score. No balls and 1 strike. Coming up in the top part of the second inning for the Greenville Lady Bears. It'll be 5, 6, and 7 all due up. This one is up high for a ball. Count is even at 1 ball and 1 strike. 1 down here in the inning. Swing and a miss. 1 ball and 2 strikes here. So 1 ball and 2 strikes. This one is popped up, and this one also gets out of here, out of play.
Ball.
Donet's lead 2-0 here. This one is ripped down the third baseline and foul. Randall Potter is tuning in from Piedmont. Glad to have you alongside. Hannah Brittingham is tuning in as well. Brian Monahan. Also, Sandy Despain is tuning in. This one may have got her, it did. And now bases once again are loaded for Carson Haygood. So Haygood now coming up to the plate. Bases loaded with one away here in the bottom of the first inning, just underway. It is already a 2-0 game. Here is the pitch. Up high for a ball, 1 ball and no strikes, so 1-0 the count. This one is popped up along the foul line, and this one's going to go foul. Nobody could come down with it. It is 1 ball and 1 strike to the shortstop. 1 ball, 1 strike. The grass a little bit wet in spots. The infield looks really good, but the grass is definitely wet along the foul lines and some in the outfield as well. 1 ball and 1 strike. Here is the pitch coming. This one is popped up. This one to deep left, going back, and this one to the fence. 1 run will come in. Here comes a second run. It'll be a 3-run double for Carson Haygood. And just like that, she will clear the bases. Runner on second base with only 1 down. It is now a 5-0 game. This one is out to left field for a base hit. It'll be an RBI hit. It is now 6-0. Going to get a courtesy now to come in for the catcher. It'll be Tara Davis, a senior, and she will now be on first base. Already 6 runs in here in the inning, and the first pitch is taken for a ball. It is a 1 ball and no strikes. It is a 6-0 game with a runner on second base. This one is taken for a ball as well. It is 2 balls and no strikes. 2-0 the count. Doniphan 6 runs already here in the inning. Here is the pitch coming. This one is ripped and out of play. It is foul. It gets behind us. Two balls and 1 strike. Here we go. Here is the 2-1. And strike is called. Count is even at 2 balls and 2 strikes. 2 balls and 2 strikes. As the Donettes have already come around 6 times to score in the inning. Inside for a ball. The count is 3 balls and 2 strikes. Only 1 down here in the inning. The 9-hitter Briley Bowles up to the plate. Also another phenomenal basketball player as well for the Donettes. Here is the pitch, swing and a miss. And there is your second out of the inning, 2 down. The Donettes, they have batted around in this lineup, and now we are back to the top of the lineup. 2 away, and Kenna Kirby batting left-handed with 2 down. This one, as she butts it right in front of the pitcher, no way to get her. It'll be an infield base hit with runners now on first and third base. So Kirby has walked in the inning, and now a bunt single. She is back on first base, runners on the corners with 2 down here in the inning. Mackenzie Taylor, she walked and scored her first time. She is coming up to the plate now. Here is the pitch on the way. This one fouls it away. It is no balls and 1 strike, so 0-1 the count. Taylor trying to keep the inning going with 6 runs already in. Runners are on the corners. Here is the 0-1 pitch. Runner takes off. This one is popped up to left field, and this one is also going to fall in as well. And they're going to give the run up, and another run comes in. Make that 2 runs will come in to score. It is now an 8-0 game. So now it is 8-0 with 2 down here in the inning, and this one gets away, and the runner will advance to second base. It is ball 1. Up to the plate, Kenzie Davis. Ball taken inside. It is 2 balls and no strikes. So 2 balls and no strikes. This one is also popped up to deep left, or make that center rather. Falls in, and another run will come in to score. And time is called, as we're going to see the coach now come out to the mound. So the Donettes, they have put on 9 runs here in the inning to this point. And as you can see there in the circle, Coach Hancock talking to his pitcher. Our ball game is presented by Soulful Hair Studio for expert haircuts, custom color, styling, eyebrow waxing, hair and lash extensions, also permanent jewelry. Book your appointment today at Soulful Hair Studio. They are located in Poplar Bluff, 1151 Butler Street, here in Poplar Bluff. It is a Soulful Hair Studio, a proud supporter of the OFC. 2 down here in the inning. Coming up to the plate. This one is inside for a ball. It is a 1 ball, no strikes, as Bella Monahan, she did reach on an error earlier this inning. She also would come around and score a run. 9-0. The Donettes on top in this one. This one is popped up, and this one also gets out of play. Hit the top here of the awning where we are sitting. 1 ball and 1 strike. So here is the 1-1 pitch inside for a ball. 2 balls and 1 strike. Or 1 ball and 2 strikes rather. So 1-2 the count. This one gets away. Good job there by the catcher. It stays in front, or gets behind her, but the runners do not advance. Now it's a count of 2 balls and 2 strikes. Also, Bank of Grandin, a proud supporter. They are our title sponsor again this season. Trust the Bank of Grandin for all your needs. When it comes to your banking needs, they are proud supporters of all the teams in this year's OFC tournament. Call the Bank of Grandin today at 573-989-3401. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Swing and a miss. She's going to have to go down to first base, and it is a drop strike 3, but she will advance. And runners now on the corners.
Thank you.
Come on, Max.
Still 2 down, and now Jackson coming up, grounded out to the second baseman, her first time in this inning. There's a ground ball. This one gets in for a base hit. One run is coming in, and the other runner held up at third base. It is now a 10-0 ball game. It is an RBI base hit with runners on the corners.
Okay, 23 for 22, courtesy for the pitcher.
So coming in as a courtesy runner, Kinsley McGonigal coming in. She will be on first base. This one is popped up as well. This one gets into left field. And now one runner will be held up at third base, and now runners on second and third base. This one is popped up, and this one gets out of play behind us. This one is down the line and foul. It is no balls and 2 strikes here. This one is also booted out to left field. 2 runs will come in to score. So Paisley Klepzig is coming up, and this one is fouled down the first base line. This one right to a line drive, right to the shortstop. And there is your third out of the inning, but not before 13 runs that come in to score for the Donettes. Coming up, it is the top of inning number 2. We're coming right back in just a moment. You're watching live coverage of the OFC softball tournament. It is presented by Bank of Grandin. All right, so we are back now as we get ready for the bottom, or make that top of inning number 2, 13-0 your score, as the Donettes ended up exploding in that first inning with 13 big runs. Our ball game is presented by Representative Cameron Parker. She wishes all the high school teams in this year's OFC the best of luck. It is a representative of Cameron Parker and brought to you by Barker's Towing and Auto Repair. If you find yourself in need of a tow, it's Barker's Towing and Auto Repair, providing reliable service 24/7. It is Barker's by request, 573-785-7811. Ball one taken to Caitlin Kozort. Here is the pitch in there for a call strike, and now it's 1 ball and 1 strike. Count is even here at 1-1 as the Donettes out to a very impressive start here in this OFC tournament. Inside for a ball. Count is 2 balls and 1 strike. So 2-1 the count. In there for a call to strike. It is currently now 2 balls and 2 strikes here in the top of inning number 2. The Donettes out to a 13-0 start. Kozort, the catcher, trying to get things going here in the inning. This one is fouled away, and the count will stay at 2 balls and 2 strikes. So the Naylor Lady Eagles, they will take the stage. Next, they'll take on the Twin Rivers Lady Royals, a 4-5 matchup. We will have that for you live. Swing and a miss, and there is the first out. This strikeout presented by Barker's Towing and Auto Repair, a swing and a miss. 1 down here in the inning. So 1 down here in the second. Elena Elder coming up to the plate with nobody on and 1 down here in the inning. Oh, good pitch right down the middle too. No balls and 1 strike. 0-1 the count. Twin Rivers getting here as well in Naylor. So the next 2 teams, they are already here. This one fouls it off the helmet. It is no balls and 2 strikes to Elena Elder, the freshman. Home plate umpire is going to walk out and clean the plate off. This one fouls it away. And still no balls and 2 strikes. So quickly 0-2 the count. We are in the top of the second inning. It is 13-0. The Doniphan Donettes. Here is the 0-2 pitch. Up high for a ball. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Later on this afternoon, it is Puxico. They will take on the Clearwater Lady Tigers. And then in the nightcap, or the last ball game of the afternoon or the evening, will be East Carter. They will take on the Neelyville Lady Tigers. Inside, just misses inside. Full count now, 3 balls and 2 strikes. So the count runs full. Here is the payoff pitch on the way. And missed it outside for a ball. It is a runner now on first base. So a 1-out walk with a runner on first base now. This one taken for a strike. 1 down and 1 on here in the inning. Take strike 1. Swing and a miss. It is now no balls and 2 strikes. Good pitch. Here is the 0-2 pitch on the way. And this one is bloopered out to left field, and a big catch. 2 down here in the inning. That one falls right in to the glove there, and there are 2 down. Quick 2 outs. So runner still on first base with 2 down here in the inning. in there for a called strike right down the middle to Marissa Hovis, the right fielder. She is a sophomore. Quick 2 down here in the inning. Swing and a miss. Good pitch. Had her fooled on that one. Here is the 0-2 pitch, and swing and a miss, and the side is retired. A strikeout presented by Barker's Towing and Auto Repair. 1 left on base. We go to the bottom of the second inning. It is still a 13-0 score. You're watching live coverage of this year's OFC softball tournament. It is presented by Bank of Grandin.
Now back to the action. It's Mules baseball. Here's the voice of the Mules, Frankie Castillo.
All right, so as we come back now in the bottom of the second inning, the first pitch is fouled away, and it is no balls and 1 strike as we are just underway here in the home half of inning number 2. Bowles now up to the plate, takes strike 1. Here is the pitch. This one is downstairs, and now the count is even at 1 ball and 1 strike. So 1-1 the count. 1 ball and 1 strike. Here is the pitch on the way. This one is ripped to the shortstop, and Bowles will beat it out on an infield base hit, and she is standing on first base with nobody out here in the inning. Good job there by Briley Bowles getting down the line. We are in at the bottom of the second inning. Bunts this one, and it is foul as we are back to the top of the lineup here with Kenna Kirby. And she'll bunt that one, and it is a strike. Appreciate the compliments, Mr. C. Ryan. I appreciate that a lot. My wife Pam is watching as well from Bloomfield.
Ball.
And ball taken as well.
2-1.
And this one is
Ball. Ball, 3-2.
3 balls and 2 strikes now. This one is popped up, and this one gets in for a base hit. So now Bowles will be on a third base, and runners now on the corners with nobody down here in the inning. So runners on the corners, nobody down. And Mackenzie Taylor coming up to the plate. She has walked in a 2 RBI base hit, all back in the first inning. Runner takes off, and this one gets out to left field for a base hit, and the runner now will get to third base as well as another run comes in to score. It is now a 14-0 ball game. So as Bowles comes in to score, it is now a 14-0 game. Runners still on the corners. There's a rip, and this one's going to go foul. It is no balls and a 1 strike. 14-0 your score as we are in the home half of inning number 2 of our first of 4 games here this afternoon. Outside for a ball. It is 1 ball and 1 strike. Runners are still on the corners here for the Donettes. Our ball game is presented by the Twin Rivers Booster Club. They are proud to support the Twin Rivers Lady Royals. Ground ball. This one's going to go foul as well. We'll see the Lady Royals coming up next ball game. Also being brought to you by Baker Implement Company. They offer a wide selection of Kubota equipment with 14 locations in southeast Missouri and also northeast Arkansas. It is a Baker Implement, 1443 State Highway B, 573-785-9628. There's a ground ball. This one goes the opposite way, and there is a base hit. 1 run comes in, and runners still on first and third base. It is now 15-0 the score. Time is called here by the home plate umpire. So runners are on the corners. So we just got this, and I know we're talking about softball, but yesterday we were on the air covering severe storms. I just got this from Christine from the Weather Service. They sent a crew to Oxley this morning and found evidence of wind gusts of up to 100 miles an hour, and that was with yesterday's severe storms. There's a fly ball. This one to left field. It's crushed, and this one goes over the fence for a 3-run blast. Big time home run. And you can see the whole team as Monahan, as we wait to see her cross home plate for a 3-run blast. It is now 18-0 your score. Donettes up big in this one. So it is 18-0, and this one goes over the head. It's ball 1 ball and no strikes now as McKay Jackson coming up to the plate. She is 1 for 2 so far today. This one is a grounded foul as well. Count is even now, 1 ball and 1 strike. So 1 ball and 1 strike after Monahan clears the bases on a 3-run blast. 2 balls and 1 strike. Here is the pitch on the way, and this one is popped up toward center field, and the catch is made for the first out. So Jackson pops out to a center field, 1 down here in the bottom of the second inning. So now Ava Monahan coming up to the plate. Monahan so far has been hit by a pitch and an RBI base hit all back in the first. One down, takes this one up high for a ball. Is 1 ball and no strikes. So 1-0 the count. Swing and a miss. Good pitch. Brian Monahan is tuning in this afternoon. Loves what he's seeing here by the Donettes as they are up on top here 18-0. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. It is 1 ball and 2 strikes. 1 down here in the inning. It's already 18-0. 5 runs have come across. Here is the pitch, and there's a ground ball. This one to the third baseman, over to first base in time. And there is your second out of the inning. It goes 5-3 on the out. And 2 down. So Carson Haygood coming up to the plate with nobody on and 2 down here in the inning. This one is popped up out to left field, and going over to make the catch is the left fielder, and the side is retired, but not before the Donettes end up picking up 5 more runs here in the inning. We go to the top of inning number 3. It is an 18-0 game. Greenville, they've got to put some runs on the board in the top half of the inning, or this game will come to a close. You're watching exclusive coverage. It is the OFC Softball Tournament. It is presented by Bank of Grandin. We're back in about 1 minute. All right, so we are back now as we get ready for the top of inning number 3. Stan Boehner Wood Trust, a proud supporter of this year's OFC tournament, family owned and operated for over 40 years, residential and commercial, in all types of wood trusses. For more information, 573-328-4150, and brought to you by Christian Automotive and Tire. They offer free tire rotations and no credit financing with $0 down. Whether it's new tires for maintenance, they've got you covered. It is Christian Automotive and Tire, 573-785-TIRE. That is 573-785-TIRE. And a new pitcher on the mound for the Doniphan Donettes. It'll be Mackenzie Taylor coming in, the sophomore. She will be the new pitcher for this top of the 3rd inning for the Doniphan Donettes. So as we get back to live action here, Doniphan is 3 defensive outs away from getting to the semifinals tomorrow, which, by the way, the semifinals and 3rd place and championship will all be played tomorrow afternoon right here in Naylor. And we will have exclusive coverage of those games as well. Strike 1 taken to Abigail Hicks. Here is the pitch on the way. Swing and a miss. It is no balls and 2 strikes. So the Donettes here 3 defensive outs away from moving on to the semifinals on Thursday. Here is the 0-2 pitch up high for a ball. It's 1 ball, no strike, or make that 1 ball, 2 strikes rather. Here is the 1-2 pitch coming your way. Here it is. Downstairs for a ball. Count is even now at 2 balls and 2 strikes. So 2-2 the count. Started this game just before the noon hour. It is now a 2-2 count. Nobody down here in the inning. Greenville swing and a miss, and there is strike 3 for the first out of the inning. So 1 down on the Barker's Towing and Auto Repair instant replay. 1 away here in the top of inning number 3. And we are back to the top of the lineup here with Grayson Hill. She will step in with nobody on, 1 down. Swing and a miss. Boy, she is lighting it up here. No balls and 1 strike. This one fouls away to the screen. It is no balls and 2 strikes. So quick 0-2 count. Oh-2 pitch coming your way. And this one is taken outside for a ball. It is a 1 ball and 2 strikes. So 1-2 the count. 1 down here in the inning. Here is the pitch. This one, swing and a miss, and there is your second out, another strikeout. The instant replay presented by Barker's Towing and Auto Repair. So now Samantha Hicks coming up. She is the only Lady Bear with a hit so far, where she doubled back in the first. 2 down here in the inning. Here is the pitch. In there for a called strike. It is no balls and 1 strike. Coming up next, it'll be Naylor and Twin Rivers. We will have that game live directly after this one. There'll be a little bit of a break, and then we will get right back to it. That game is scheduled to begin at 2 p.m., but I would imagine we'll try to kick it in high gear and keep it going this afternoon, as we have 4 games up for grabs. Swing and a miss. And there is a 1 ball and 2 strikes. So now Greenville officially down to their final pitch of the OFC. Here it is. Here is the 1-2 pitch, and just misses outside. Count is even with 2 balls and 2 strikes. 2-2 the count. Hicks trying to get something going. Here's the pitch. It's downstairs, and now it's a full count. 3 balls and 2 strikes. So 3-2 the count. So it's a full count. And here is the payoff pitch up high, and there is a 2-out walk. So a 2-out walk, and it's going to bring up Taylor Wood to the plate. So Hicks has reached base both times. She doubled, and now she has walked. Taylor Wood now stepping in. Grounded out to the second baseman her first time. 2 away. Here is the pitch. Outside for a ball. 1 ball and no strikes. So 1-0 the count with a runner on first base and 2 down. And this one hits low as well, so now it's quickly 2 balls and no strikes. Two balls and no strikes. Runner on first base and 2 down. Here is the upcoming pitch. Swing and a miss as Wood tried to take that one into center field. It's now 2 balls and a strike. Pretty day here in Naylor, that's for sure. Good day for softball. 2 balls and 1 strike. This one misses a little high as well. And now the count goes to 3 balls and 1 strike. So 3-1 the count. Greenville has a runner on first base, Samantha Hicks. There's a strike right down the pike, and now it's a full count. 3 balls and 2 strikes. Coming up, we will have our second of our 4 games of the afternoon. Here is the payoff pitch underway. This one is popped up, and this one's a little blooper out to center field. And the runner's now advancing. Here comes a throw home, and she is safe. And Greenville gets on the board. So now it is 18-1 the score. This one is taken, a little blooper as well for another base hit. And now runners are on the corners with 2 down in the inning. Couple of hits here in the inning, and now runners on the corners. So now Kozark coming up to the plate now. She struck out her first time. And there is a strike called as well. It's 18-1. Doniphan leading, got off to an early start here, scoring 13 runs in that first inning. And then added 5 more in the second inning. Swing and a miss. It is now no balls and 2 strikes. Coming up, we will get ready for the second ball game of the afternoon. Here is coming up on the 0-2 pitch. Runners on the corners and 2 down. This one got her on the foot areas at road to her, and we've got runners now on every base. And now Elena Elder coming up to the plate. So Elder will come up. She walked her first time. And now bases are loaded here with still 2 down in the inning. So we will reset after this game. It's Naylor and Twin Rivers coming up following this one. In there for a call strike. Good pitch. Watch this one. Watch the movement here. Good location. No balls and 1 strike. Here is the pitch coming. Just misses a little bit outside. The count is even with a 1 ball and 1 strike. Hillis Family Chiropractic, another proud supporter of this year's OFC. If you need a chiropractic care, it is Hillis Chiropractic. They are proud supporters of the OFC. To book your appointment today, call 573-223-2393. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Once again, Greenville down to their final strike. Bases are loaded. Here comes the 1-2 pitch on the way. This one is popped up, and there it is. There is your 3rd out of the inning. And the Donettes will move on to the semifinals. They will play coming up tomorrow. Once again, they'll be at noon. We'll have 4 games today and 4 games tomorrow. So the Donettes are victorious 18-1. And you can see there on your screen the 2 teams shaking hands. So what we'll do as soon as they shake hands, we'll go to break. and we'll reset and get ready for the second game. It'll be Naylor and Twin Rivers. We'll be back in just a few moments. Make sure and hit that share button, and we'll be back for Twin Rivers and Naylor in just a few moments. You're watching live exclusive coverage. It is the OFC Softball Tournament. It is presented by Bank of Grandin.
And now back to the action. It's Mules baseball. Here's the voice of the Mules, Frankie Castillo. And now back to the action. It's Mules baseball. Here's the voice of the Mules, Frankie Castillo. And now back to the action. It's Mules baseball. Here's the voice of the Mules, Frankie Castillo. And now back to the action. It's Mules baseball. Here's the voice of the Mules, Frankie Castillo.
All right, so we are back, and we are moments away from the second ball game of the afternoon. It'll feature the Twin Rivers Lady Royals. They'll be the home team on the scoreboard. They are the overall 4 seed in this tournament, and they will take on the host team, the Naylor Lady Eagles. So that is what we have going on for our second ball game of the afternoon. We are live here in Naylor. You're not going to miss a moment of the action, and when we come back, we will introduce you to our starting lineups, and then, of course, it is our second game of the afternoon. Before we go to a break, we want to make sure and recognize our amazing sponsors. Without our sponsors, we would not be able to be here. Midway RV Park and Cabin Rentals, Farm Credit of Southeast Missouri, Wim Supply of Poplar Bluff, Black River Beauty Academy, B&J Fencing, 67 Towing, Liberty Utilities, Elite Trucking Academy, Joe Gloyd Concrete Construction, Hillis Family Chiropractic, Ozark Legacy Insurance Partners, Christian Automotive and Tire, and being brought to you by Stan Bader Wood Trust, Baker Implement, the Twin Rivers Booster Club, also Barker's Towing and Auto Repair, Representative Cameron Parker, Bank of Grandin, Soulful Hair Studios, White Sanders Funeral Home, and being brought to you by PR Automotive. It is our second game of the OFC tournament, and right now the Naylor Lady Eagles about to take IO. Twin Rivers is doing the exact same. They just got through doing IO, so we are getting close now to our second game of today. And what we'll do, we will step away one final time before we come back with the second matchup of the day. Stick around. Don't go anywhere. You're watching exclusive coverage of the OFC softball tournament. It is presented by Bank of Grandin.
To the action. It's Mules baseball. Here's the voice of the Mules, Frankie Castillo. And now back to the action. It's Mules baseball. Here's the voice of the Mules, Frankie Castillo.
Good afternoon and welcome back to Naylor High School as we get set for the second game of our four-game set. Coming up next, it'll be Twin Rivers. They will take on the host team in the Naylor Lady Eagles. On the scoreboard, Twin Rivers will be considered the home team, and Naylor will be the away team coming up. We will have your starting lineups as well as a first pitch coming up as well between these two programs, and it should be a good matchup. We'll have the same umpires coming up. The only difference is Colton Mannon will be behind the plate, and that means Ken Hosler, he is going to be in the field coming up. So we'll get to the coaches here in just a few moments. We'll have Coach Jerry Songer as well as Coach Casey Parson. They will come out here in just a few moments, and we will get going as we have a really good matchup here coming up. The first time these two schools met up here this season, it was a really good ball game. It took 15 innings. Naylor come away with a one-run win. They would win 7-6. So this one was played just a few days ago back on the 21st. So what has changed in the last 7 or so days? That's what we're going to find out here in just a moment. The two coaches now are making their way to home plate, and what a great facility here at Naylor High School. A big shout out to Coach Jerry Songer and the entire admin team, the coaches that helped out as they come out and got this field ready to go for today and tomorrow. We'll have semifinals and third place in championship coming up tomorrow. Right now, you are looking in your screen, the two coaches, Jerry Songer on the left, Coach Casey Parson on the right, exchanging the lineups and getting some last moment instructions, and we are about ready to get this thing going here in our second game of the afternoon. Make sure and hit that share button for us. Let us know where you're watching from. The assistant coaches for Naylor, it is Harley Sullivan. For Twin Rivers, it is Macy Shear. Those are the assistant coaches today as well. So coming up, we will have the first pitch on the way, and the way this bracket will fall, we'll put the bracket there on your screen. The winner will take on the Doniphan Donettes tomorrow, and that'll be played at noon right here for the first semifinal game. And then, of course, the winner of the first game will move on to the championship game. And then, of course, whoever cannot come away with the win will play at 4 p.m. tomorrow afternoon, and that'll be the third place game. So a lot to unpack over this next couple of hours, and really this game, it could go either way. The last time they met up, it was only a one-run win for the Naylor Lady Eagles. These two teams, they know each other very well, so we're going to find out here in just a few moments here what we have as well. We talked about this earlier on, and if you're just joined us, we also have it on our social media page as well. The National Weather Service came in to the Oxley area today and determined that yesterday's severe storms was caused by straight line winds of up to 100 miles an hour. So Twin Rivers will be the home team on the scoreboard here today. Coach Parson wanting to remind us they were going to be the home team here today. Naylor will be the away team, even though they are hosting it as Twin Rivers. They are the 4 seed in today's tournament. So we are moments away, and we're about to see the Twin Rivers Lady Royals. They will take the field here in just a moment. Our ball game is presented by Joe Gloyd at Concrete Construction. Looking to start a project? Start with the right foundation. It is Joe Gloyd at Concrete Construction. They deliver quality work, storm shelters, foundations, patios, driveways. It is Joe Gloyd Concrete Construction. They do it all. Call or text Joe at 573-300-0560. Also being brought to you by Elite Trucking Academy. Kickstart your driving career with Elite Trucking Academy in Poplar Bluff. They offer step-by-step CDL training. Earn your Class A license and then hit the road with a higher paying job. It is Elite Trucking Academy. It is a proud supporter of the OFC. Give them a call, 573-714-9319, or go online to etacdl.com. It is Elite Trucking Academy, another proud supporter of the OFC softball tournament. All right, so here we go as the Lady Royals now coming out onto the field, and that just tells us that we are just minutes away from the first pitch. And let's get right into it. What do you say? Let's get up our starting lineups here, and let's begin by telling you about each of these teams. Let's begin by talking about the Twin Rivers Royals, and they are coming in 12-4 overall this season. They are averaging nearly 10 runs a ball game, giving up only 5 runs a ball game. Leading off for the Naylor Lady Eagles, it'll be the second baseman, Ella Cannon, batting second. She is the catcher today. Gracie Cullison batting third. She'll be pitching. It is Gracie Tillman batting cleanup at shortstop. Lexi Holcomb batting in the 5 spot. It is the third baseman, Piper Pyle. And batting sixth, it is center fielder Gracie Rule. Batting 7th at first base, Cadence Wilkerson batting 8th at left field, Tatum Futrell, and batting 9th, she is the right fielder in Ava Cannon. That is the lineup here today for the Naylor Lady Eagles. All right, so we will have your defensive lineup coming up next, and we'll give that to you with the Twin Rivers Lady Royals. So here we go as we get set now for the first pitch in our second ball game of the afternoon. So here we go as we get set. First pitch time is coming your way right at 1:34. The pitcher, Alexis Parson, and here we go, strike one, and we are underway here live at Naylor High School. Let's go around the outfield now. Left field, it is Landry Benson. Out in right field this afternoon, it is Callie Acup. Over in center field, Marley Musgraves. At third base, Ashlyn Aker. Their strike right down the middle. Over at shortstop, Ivy Benson. At second base, it is Addison Whitlow. And playing first, Abby Rayburn behind the plate. Here this afternoon, Katie Aker and Alexis Parson is on the mound for the Twin Rivers Lady Royals. And there is your first strikeout of the game. Our instant replay presented by Barker's Towing and Auto Repair. 1 up and 1 down here in the inning. So 1 down here in the inning for the Twin Rivers, or I should say for the Lady Eagles. And Gracie Cullison is coming up to the plate. Cullison, the catcher today. And 1 up and 1 down here in the inning. And there's a ball taken a little bit outside. It is a 1 ball and no strikes to the second batter in the lineup. 1 ball and no strikes as the Lady Eagles coming in. They are 10-6 on the season. They are averaging nearly 8 runs a ball game. Meanwhile, they are giving up only right about 6 runs a ball game. And these two programs met up back on the 21st of the month, where it was a 1-run win for Naylor. Swing and a miss, and now she's ahead here in the count. 1 ball and 2 strikes. So Cullison, the catcher, only a freshman, by the way. Very good player for Coach Songer. It is 1 ball and 2 strikes. Swing and a miss, and I should say 2 down here in the inning. There you go. Got her fooled on that one, and there is a 2 down, a 2 up and 2 down here in the inning. 2 quick strikeouts, and now Gracie Tillman coming up to the plate. Tillman stepping in with 2 down and nobody on. The winner of this game, they will take on the Donettes tomorrow, beginning right at noon. A swing and a miss. No balls and 1 strike. 0-1 the count. Parson comes set. And here is the 0-1 pitch on the way. This one is popped up and out of play quickly. No balls and 2 strikes. It is an 0-2 count. 2 strikeouts already here in the first inning for Parsons. Lexi Holcomb awaiting on deck. 2 down here in the inning. 2 quick strikeouts. We are in the top of inning number 1 here live at Naylor High School. Here is the 0-2 pitch coming your way. And this one is downstairs in the dirt. 1 ball, 2 strikes. So 1-2 the count. We are in at the top of inning number 1. It's game 2. We've got 4 on the way. Already played 1. 1 ball and 2 strikes. 2 down here in the first. This one is downstairs as well. Good take by Gracie Tillman. Tillman, a freshman as well, plays basketball. Very good basketball player. She loves softball too, no doubt about it. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Parson rocks and fires. Here's the pitch. This one is fouled away. Still 2 balls and 2 strikes. Good battle here. 2 down in the first. Twin Rivers coming in at 12-4. Naylor coming in at 10-6. Naylor a 5 seed. Twin Rivers a 4 seed. Here is the 2-2 pitch. Swing and a miss, and the side is retired. 3 up and 3 down. We go to the bottom of the first inning. We're going to come back in roughly 30 or so seconds. You're watching exclusive coverage of the OFC. It is presented by Bank of Grandin.
And now back to the action. It's Mules baseball. Here's the voice of the Mules, Frankie Castillo.
All right, so we are back now as we get ready for the bottom of the first inning. Let's begin with the offensive lineup here for Coach Parson. Leading off, it'll be the shortstop in Ivy Benson, batting second in center field. Marley Musgraves batting third. She is catching today. Katie Aker batting cleanup. It is the first baseman, Abby Rayburn, batting fifth. The pitcher, it is Alexis Parson. Batting sixth at third base, Ashlyn Aker. Batting seventh, she is the DP today. It is Addison Ellsworth. Batting eighth at right field, Callie Acup. And batting ninth, the second baseman, Addison Whitlow. There is 1 ball and no strikes. This one is taken outside. Ball 2, 2 balls and no strikes. Not batting here today, but in the field is the left fielder, Landry Benson. Now going around the infield here, going around the outfield. Ball 3 taken out in right field. It is Ava Cannon in center field. Gracie Rule over in left field. Tatum Futrell. There is a strike called. 2 balls and 1 strike. Or make that 3 balls and a strike. Going around the infield now at third base, Piper Pyle at shortstop this afternoon. Lexi Holcomb at second base, Ella Cannon first base this afternoon. It is Cadence Wilkerson. There's a just misses 3 balls and 2 strikes there. Strike. So now it's a full count. Full count here for the leadoff hitter and Ivy Benson. Here's the pitch, and strike 3 is called. Over to first base in time. Here is the replay presented by Barker's Towing and Auto Repair. Strike 3 is called. 1 down in the inning. As we were saying a moment ago, at first base, it is Cadence Wilkerson. Behind the plate, Gracie Collison. And on the mound, it is Gracie Tillman. 1 up and 1 down here in the inning. And now it is Marley Musgraves coming up to the plate, and this one is fouled away. No balls and 1 strike. So quickly 0-1 the count. 0-1 the count here in the bottom of the first inning. Make sure and let us know where you're watching from here this afternoon. Hit that share button as well. Here is the pitch, and this one taken outside as well for a ball. It is 1 ball and 1 strike. Angie Rideout is tuning in this afternoon, as is Laura Keown. Beverly Bell, she is watching from Naylor, she says. This one is inside for a ball as well. It is 2 balls and 1 strike. Also, Megan Gates is watching. She says, let's go Eagles as well. So a lot of folks tuning in on a gorgeous afternoon here in Naylor. There's a smack, and this one is popped up to the shortstop and lost it in the sun. And it'll be on first base as Holcomb could not come up with it. The sun got to her. And now a runner is on first base with 1 down. So 1 down here in the inning when they runner on first base. And coming up to the plate now, it is Katie Akers. She is showing bunt. She pulls it back, and the run down to second base is saved with a stolen base. So Musgraves down to second base. She has a lot of speed. It is 1 ball, no strikes now on the stolen base. It is 70 degrees here in Naylor. Daytime high going to get about 71. 1 ball, no strikes. This one is inside a little bit high as well. 2 balls and no strikes. So 2-0 the count. Our broadcast is presented by Bank of Grandin. They are our title sponsor again this season. 2 balls and no strikes. Good hold off there. It is now 3 balls and no strikes as Aker, the catcher, 3 balls and no strikes. A runner on second base with only 1 down here in the inning. Twin Rivers trying to get to a fast start in this game. And there is ball 4. So quickly a strikeout in E6 and now a walk. Runners on first and second base with only 1 down. Abby Rayburn coming up to the plate. You can see there as we zoom out here a little bit, runners on first and second base. Abby Rayburn, the first baseman, coming up. 2 on and 1 down in the inning. Showing bunt, pulls it back and takes strike 1. It is no balls and 1 strike. Twin Rivers 12-4 on the year. And the Lady Eagles coming in at 10-6. Here is the 0-1 pitch coming up here. Swing and a miss. Good pitch there. Watch this one. Goes up top for that one. And there is your strike. It is no balls and 2 strikes. So no balls and 2 strikes. 1 down here in the inning. And just misses outside for a ball. Here is that last pitch there. Watch this one. Good take. Just outside. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Good location on that ball. Here is the pitch, and this one just stays alive. A foul tips it. Still 1 ball and 2 strikes. Our ball game is presented by Liberty Utilities, a proud supporter of this year's OFC Conference Tournament. Reminding all customers to call 811 before you dig. This one just stays alive as well. Fouls it away for safety. If you smell gas, suspect a gas leak, leave the area immediately. Then call 1-855-644-8134 and make sure and call 811 before you dig. It is Liberty Utilities, a proud supporter of the OFC. Ball taken inside. Count is even now at 2 balls and 2 strikes. 2-2 the count. The sun angle has changed a little bit. Now it's behind us, so we'll be in the shade pretty much the rest of the afternoon until later on. 2 balls and 2 strikes. This one is popped up. Second baseman is going to make the catch, and there is the second out of the inning. Still 2 on. It goes F4 on the out, and there are 2 down here in the inning. Good job there by Ella Cannon, the second baseman. As we get ready here for the at-bat, Alexis Parson coming up to the plate. 2 on and 2 down here in the inning. Still no score, takes ball 1 up high. Good read by Parson. 1 ball, no strikes as Ashlyn Aker is on deck. It is 1 ball and no strikes. 2 away here in the first. Still no score. This one is popped up and out of play behind us. Count is even at 1 ball, 1 strike. 2 on here in the inning. Twin Rivers are trying to break through in this first inning. Up high for a ball. Good read again. 2 balls and 1 strike. Wind, not much of an issue other than at time to time. Not too big of a concern. Parson now steps in. 2 balls and a strike. This one is outside. It just misses. 3 balls and 1 strike. So Gracie Tillman on the mound for Coach Jerry Songer. 3 balls and 1 strike. Runners on first and second base. Up high, and now the bases are loaded. 2 walks in the inning. 2 walks, and Ashlyn Aker coming up to the plate. She plays at third base for Twin Rivers. A runner now is on every base. 2 down here in the inning. Up high for a ball. There's nowhere to put her. One ball and no strikes. This one is a little high and inside as well. 2 balls and no strikes. So coming up here for the Lady Eagles of Naylor, when we get into the top, or make that top of the second inning, it'll be Holcomb, Pyle, and Rule that's all due up, and there's a strike called. It is now 2 balls and 1 strike. 4, 5, and 6 is all due up. 2 balls and 1 strike. Bases are loaded here in the inning. This one misses up high. Big pitch coming now. 3 balls and 1 strike. Addison Ellsworth awaiting on deck here for Twin Rivers. Standing on third base, Marley Musgraves. Here is the pitch, and strike called, and now it's a full count. 3-2. Count is full. Runners will be moving for sure. A base hit might score 2. It is a full count. Here is the payoff pitch on the way. This one is popped up and looks like it's going to get out of play. It will. So we'll do it again. Still 3 balls and 2 strikes. 3-2 the count. It is the OFC softball tournament. We are live in Naylor. Weather forcing it to be moved today and tomorrow. Here is the payoff pitch, and this one again is popped up, and it gets out of play behind us. We'll do it again. Good battle here between Ashlyn Aker and Gracie Tillman. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 down here in the inning. Runners on every base. And strike 3 is called. And the side is retired. There's your instant replay presented by Barker's Towing. We go to the top of inning number 2. Still no score. We're coming right back in 60 seconds. You're watching exclusive coverage of the OFC tournament. It is presented by Bank of Grandin. All right, so we are back as we get ready for the second inning. Our ball game is presented by 67 Towing and Roadside Rescue. When trouble hits the road, don't stress. One call to Danny at 67 Towing is all that you need from Towing a Roadside Rescue light to heavy. His team will get you back on the road fast, day or night. It is at 67 Towing at 573-776-5681. Towing and Roadside Rescue, wherever the road takes you. Swing and a miss, and we are underway here in the top of inning number 2. It is Alexi Holcomb, the shortstop. She is in now, a senior for Coach Songer. She'll take the pitch. It is a swing and a miss, and we're off and going here in the second. Here is the 0-1 pitch, and strike is called. It is no balls and 2 strikes, so quickly 0-2 the count. Parson with 3 strikeouts already in the ball game, struck out the side in the first inning and trying to make it 4 in a row. This one just outside for a ball. It is 1 ball and 2 strikes. We are live here in Naylor, Missouri, coming up on the 2 o'clock time frame. We started this game a little bit early. First game ended in 2.5. And this one is taken for a ball as well. It is 2 balls and 2 strikes. 2-2 count here in the second inning. No score here from Naylor. Here is the 2-2 pitch on the way. This one is a smack dab into left field. Watch this shot, a rocket shot to third base. Great job there by Holcomb, as she drives that one to left field on a 2-2 pitch. So Naylor with their first base runner of the ball game. And now that brings up Piper Pyle, the freshman. She will step in, batting left-handed, playing third base today. A runner on first with nobody down here in the inning. Here is the first pitch coming with a runner on first base. In there for a call strike. Good pitch there by Parson. Our ball game is presented by B&J Fencing. Their team of trusted fence professionals has served Southeast Missouri for more than a decade. They specialize in commercial, residential, and farm fencing, delivering quality craftsmanship and reliable services on every job. 573-718-4796. It is B&J Fencing, a proud supporter of the OFC. Here is the 1-1 pitch, swing and a miss. Watch this pitch right here. Watch the movement on the swing and miss.
Drive it, baby.
It is now 1 ball and 2 strikes. Runner on first base after a leadoff base hit. Parson, 3 strikeouts here in the ball game. gives up her first hit a moment ago. Quickly a 1-2 count. Here it is. Swing and a miss, and there is strikeout number 4. Our replay presented by Barker's Towing and Auto Repair. First out of the inning. 4 strikeouts so far, and there is your first out in the inning. Gracie Rule now the senior coming in. She is also the center fielder, runner on first base, still 1 down here in the inning. This one is popped up and it's out of play. It is no balls and 1 strike. No balls and a strike, no score with a runner on first base. Parson comes set. Here it is as she rocks and fires. Sewing bunt. I believe that was a ball taken. We'll see. So 1 ball and 1 strike. Yes, it is. Gracie Rule stepping in. Bats from the right side. Here is the 1-1 offering on the way. Showing bunt again. She pulls it back, and there's another ball taken. It is 2 balls and 1 strike. Black River Beauty Academy. They are located on 2nd Street in Poplar Bluff. They offer professional salon services at prices that you'll love. 573-778-3567. Black River Beauty Academy. One of our proud supporters, and this one shows bunt and goes back to the fence. And now it is 2 balls and 2 strikes. 2-2 the count. We are in the top of inning number 2 here on a sunny afternoon. Well, we'll say partly cloudy skies from time to time. Clouds will interrupt. But right now, plenty of sunshine here in Naylor. 2-2 pitch coming from the senior Parson. Swing and a miss. Another strikeout. Good location. Watch this one right down the pike there. Goes high with it. 5 strikeouts now for the senior Alexis Parson. So 2 away here in the inning. And now Cadence Wilkerson coming up to the plate. Still a runner on first base. She is playing first base today. 2 down in the inning. Here is the pitch, and this one right down the middle for strike 1. No balls and 1 strike. So no balls and a strike here. Parson gets the sign, and here is her next offering. This one is downstairs for a ball, and now Holcomb is going to take off, and she will get over to a second base. Parson says, my bad. So now runner on second base here on the ball. Jackie Flowers is tuning in. Swing and a miss, and now it is 1 ball and 2 strikes. Tony Rose is tuning in, as well as is Tracy Whitlow. Also Travis Parson as well, all tuning in on a sunny afternoon here at Naylor High School. And just misses outside for a ball. It is now 2 balls and 2 strikes. Parson 5 strikeouts already here in the game, giving up just 1 hit so far. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Parson now. See what she throws next here on a 2-2 pitch. Swing and a miss, and strikes out the side again for the 2nd consecutive inning. 3 up, or I should say 4 up rather, in this inning. 3 down, and we are going to the bottom of the 2nd inning. Still no score. We're coming right back in 60 seconds. You're watching live coverage of the OFC. It is presented by Bank of Grandin. All right, so as we get ready for the bottom of the second inning, our ball game here this afternoon, it is proudly supported by our good friends at Wind Supply. For years, the people thought you had to be a contractor is to shop at Wind Supply. That's not true. Homeowners, DIYers, everyone's welcome. If you're building, remodeling, or just thinking about it, stop by the Kitchen and Bath Idea Center by Wind Supply in Poplar Bluff, and they'll help you get inspired at 573-686-1147. And this one just goes foul. Up to the plate now, it is Ashlyn Aker, the third baseman for Twin Rivers.
0-2.
It is no balls and 2 strikes here. Quickly 0-2 the count. Good battle here brewing. Just misses downstairs for a ball. 1 ball and 2 strikes. I was just going to say, pretty good battle here. Looks like that's brewing here in Naylor. Here is the pitch. Up high, just misses as well. It is ball 2, 2 balls and 2 strikes. So 2-2 the count. Twin Rivers trying to get this one is popped up, and there you go. There is the first out of the inning as it goes F5 on the out. So now Ellsworth coming up to the plate now. As she comes up with nobody on, 1 down in the inning. She is at the DP today. Here is the pitch. Ball inside. It is 1 ball and no strikes. So 1-0 the count. Big audience right now and on YouTube. So glad to have you alongside. There's a rip, and this one gets in for a base hit. So Ellsworth takes that one out to center field. That was a nice hit. It is now a runner on first base and 1 down here in the inning. Coming up, it is Callie Acup, the right fielder, as she steps in. She'll bat left-handed. Here is the first pitch coming. Runner takes off, and it's fouled away. It's bunted. No balls and 1 strike. So 0-1 the count. Nice crowd watching us here on Facebook and on YouTube. Got a big day today and then a bigger day tomorrow, as we'll have semifinals and championship games tomorrow. Just happy to be here on a gorgeous afternoon in Naylor. This one is up high. The runner takes off, and she is going to be safe. She dropped the ball. So now a runner on second base. Boy, if that would have been fielded cleanly and they held the ball, she more than likely would have been out. It is 1 ball and 1 strike now. So 1-1 the count. This one fouls it away to the screen, and now Tillman is ahead in the count. 1 ball, 2 strikes. 1 ball, 2 strikes. So waiting on deck is Addison Whitlow, the 9-hitter in the lineup. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Here it is. And just misses outside for a ball. Count is even. 2 balls and 2 strikes. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Here it is. And strike 3 is called. Watch the pitch here. Watch the location. Rung her up on strikes, and there is your second out of the inning. It's a backwards K. Second strikeout of the ball game for Tillman. And now Whitlow coming up to the plate with 2 down. Runner still in scoring position. Here's the pitch. And this one is downstairs for a ball. It is 1 ball and no strikes. This one is popped up, This one is going to fall in no man's land. 1 run is going to score. It is now a 1-0 game. So 2 down in the inning, and now Marley Musgraves coming up to the plate. So just like that now, as we see Benson now on second base. 0-1 the count here, no balls and 1 strike. 2 down here in the inning. There's a fly ball. This one is going to the fence, and that one will score a run. It is a double, a 2-out double for Marley Musgraves. Boy, that one had some heat on it too. It is a 2-0 game with runners now on second base. Katie Aker coming up to the plate. And this one got her on the leg, and now runners are going to be on first and a second base.
Go, girls. Calm down. You got it.
Yeah, too good. Thank you.
So up to the plate now is Abby Rayburn, who popped out to second base her first time. 2 down in the inning. Runners now on first and second base. Twin Rivers leads by 2 runs. This one fouled away to the screen. It is no balls and 1 strike. Here is the pitch on the way. This one is outside for a ball. Count is even at 1 ball and 1 strike. 1-1 the count. This one is going to go foul down the first base line. It is now 1 ball and 2 strikes. So 1-2 the count. 1 ball and 2 strikes. 2 down here in the inning.
Hey, you got it, Abby.
This one fouls it away as well, so we'll stay here with 1 ball and 2 strikes. Naylor down by a couple of runs here in the inning. This one is right there at the first baseman, and no play. They're going to go home, and she is safe. So runners now on first and third base. Still 2 runners on. It's now 3-0. Time called by Coach Songer. Runners are on the corners now. Our ball game is presented by Farm Credit of Southeast Missouri. For years, or I should say across our communities, farmers are getting back in the fields of planting the seeds for the season ahead. It takes planning, hard work, and the right support to make it all happen. It is Farm Credit of Southeast Missouri, 573-686-1446, or go online to farmcredit.com. 2 down here in the inning. Parson coming up to the plate. And the runner takes off and will go to second base. So it is ball 1, 1 ball and no strikes. It is a 3-0 game. As Parson now steps in. This one is up high for a ball. 2 balls and no strikes. So quickly, 2 balls and no strikes here. 3 runs already come across here for the Lady Royals. Here is the pitch. This one smacked out to the first base line. It hits the light pole, actually. I believe it hit one of the lights. It is now 2 balls and 1 strike. So 2 balls and 1 strike. Nice crowd here this afternoon watching our second game, also live streaming it on Facebook and exclusively on Facebook and YouTube. Time is called here by the So 1 ball and 2 strikes. Ball taken up high for 2 balls. Now the runner takes off. Here is the throw in and safe. So just like that, Katie Anker comes around to score. Count is even at 2 balls and 2 strikes. And now it is a 4-0 game. This one is down the line and foul, so we'll do it again. Still at 2 balls and 2 strikes. If you're looking for a relaxing getaway right here in Missouri, Midway RV Park and Cabin Rentals are full hookup RV sites, cozy cabins, and live music with their amphitheater all summer long. Swing and a miss, and the side is retired, but not before the Lady Royals pick up 4 runs and they leave a runner on second base. We go to the top of inning number 3. We're back in 1 minute. You're watching and listening to the OFC Softball Tournament. It is presented by Bank of Grandin.
Baseball. Here's the voice of the Mules, Frankie Castillo.
All right, so we are back now as we get ready for the top of inning at number 3, and it is a 4-0 game as we are now into the 3rd inning. Just like that here, Twin Rivers extending their lead. They now lead by 4 runs, so here we go. Here in the top of inning number 3, first pitch taken outside, and we are off and running. Back to Midway RV Park and Cabin Rentals. Give them a call, 573-857-3365, or go online to Midway RV Park and CabinRental.com. Downstairs for a ball. Count is at 2 balls and no strikes. So quickly 2-0. Doniphan winning early today. They win their game 18-1. They got off to a 13-run first inning. They will move on to the semifinals tomorrow and they will take on either Twin Rivers or Naylor, and that game would be at noon tomorrow. 3 balls and no strikes. Here is the pitch coming from Senior Parson. This one inside for a ball, and the leadoff batter now is going to get down to first base. It is the second base runner of the ball game here for Naylor. And now coming up to the plate now, Eva Cannon. She is a freshman. First walk of the ball game issued for Parson. She does have 6 strikeouts. First pitch is called a strike. It is no balls and 1 strike. So 0-1 the count. We are in the top of inning number 3 here this afternoon in our second game of the day. Here is the 0-1 showing bunt there. Good job there by Aker. Popped right up, and she was ready to move on the pitch. No balls and 2 strikes. Quickly 0-2 the count. Here is the 0-2 on the way. Foul tipped it into the glove, and there is a strikeout. So quickly here, there is your first out, 7th strikeout of the ball game for Parson. 1 away. One down here in the inning, and strike is called. No balls and 1 strike here. 1 down, a runner on first base. The leadoff was able to walk, and Cannon struck out. We're back to the top of the lineup here with Cannon. Swing and a miss. Boy, that had some heat on it. It is no balls and 2 strikes. Quickly 0-2 the count. Cannon batting left-handed, stepping in. She is down at 2 strikes. The 0-2 pitch coming outside. Good take by Cannon. She is a junior. It is 1 ball and 2 strikes. 1-2 the count. Here we go. Here is the 1-2 pitch. This one is popped up, and this one is good job by Benson. Watch this on the replay. Gets underneath it. Thought for a moment she was going to lose it in the sun. Not to be the case. 2 down in the inning. Runner still on first base. So Gracie Collison coming up to the plate. Collison will step in with 2 down in the inning and 1 down. Takes the first pitch for a strike. It is no balls and 1 strike. Quickly 0-1 the count. No balls and 1 strike. Here is the next pitch on the way by Parson. Swing and a miss. It is quickly no balls and 2 strikes. 1 pitch away from getting out of the inning after a leadoff walk. Here is the 0-2 pitch. Up high for a ball. 1 ball, 2 strikes. So Parson now comes set. Here is the pitch on the way. It's 1 ball and 2 strikes. And just misses outside. The count is even at 2 balls and 2 strikes. PR Automotive, White Sanders Funeral Home, the Twin Rivers Booster Club, Soulful Hair Studios, also representative Cameron Parker, and Barker's Towing. There is a swing and a miss, and the side is retired. 7 strikeouts for the senior Alexis Parson, and we are going to the bottom of the 3rd inning. Still, it is a 4-0 game. You're watching exclusive coverage of the OFC. It is presented by Bank of Grandin. All right, so here we go as we get ready for the bottom of the third inning. And Haley Benson is tuning in. This one is popped straight up, and it's going to come right in, and it's going to be taken in fair territory. The pitcher lost sight of it, and it is quickly a base runner on the base pads here for Twin Rivers. So Aker gets on the base pads. It'll be an E1 on that, and now coming up it is Addison Ellsworth with a runner on first base. Also Trish Wilson tuning in as well. This one is down the first base line and foul. No balls and one strike. This one misses as well. It is a ball. Count is even now. 1 ball, 1 strike. So 1-1 the count. This one is going to be a little blooper there to the shortstop, and nobody comes up with it. Runners now on first and second base with nobody out here in the inning. Callie Acup is coming up to the plate now. The right fielder coming up with 2 on, nobody down. Here is the pitch. This one is bunted back to the fence. It is no balls and 1 strike. This one is grounded to the shortstop, and did she? No, I believe she dropped it, so she is safe. And now they're going to go back to a third base, so nobody may have a timeout here as well. Coach Songer coming out to check on the 2 players there, the third baseman and the shortstop, and I believe everybody is okay. Bases now are loaded with nobody down here in the inning. So Acup is over at first base. And now coming up is Addison Whitlow. Boy, this could be a big inning coming up for Twin Rivers. There is strike 1. No balls and 1 strike. Swing and a miss. It is no balls and 2 strikes. Outside for a ball. It is 1 ball, 2 strikes, and everybody on the base pads here. Nobody down. Here is the pitch inside for a ball as well. It is 2 balls and 2 strikes, so 2-2 the count. Nobody is out here in the inning. Here is the 2-2 pitch. This one is out 2. It's going to be dropped by the center fielder. 1 run is going to come in. Here comes the second run. And 2 more runs that come in to score. So now it is a 6-0 game by Twin Rivers. Still 2 runners on. We are back to the top of the lineup here with Ivy Benson. RBI hit back in the second inning. Struck out looking in the first. It is a 6-0 game for Twin Rivers as we are in the bottom of the third inning. This one fouls it away. Runners on first and second base. No balls and 2 strikes here to the sophomore. This one a little high and outside for a ball. It is 1 ball and 2 strikes. 1-2 the count. This one is popped up, and this one down the left field line and foul.
One ball, 2 strikes.
Still a 1 ball and 2 strikes. Here we go. Here is the pitch. This one is grounded to the second baseman over to first base. Did they call her out or safe? I missed. So they called her out, and that is the first out of the inning. The runner, though, will advance to a second and third base. It officially goes a 4-3 on the out. 1 down here in the inning. Musgraves now coming up to the plate. Musgraves, runners on second and third. And a strike is called. No balls and 1 strike. 6-0 the score. Twin Rivers, 2 runs already across. They scored 4 back in the second, and they've scored 2 already in this inning. They lead at 6-0. This one is outside for a ball. 1 ball and 1 strike. A-Cup gets back over to third base.
1 ball, 1 strike.
So A-Cup is on third. Whitlow is on second. This one is a little high for a ball. It is 2 balls and 1 strike. Winner meets Doniphan tomorrow at noon. They easily able to win in their ball game, 18-1. They defeated Greenville, knocking out Greenville in this tournament. This is an elimination game here. The winner goes on tomorrow. 2 balls and 2 strikes. This one is popped straight up out the center field and making the catch. Here comes the run in, and it will be a sacrifice fly by Musgraves, and it is now a 7-0 game. So 2 down here in the inning. It is a 7-0 game. First pitch is up high for a ball. 1 ball, no strikes. We are in the bottom of the 3rd inning. Twin Rivers off to a good start in this one as they lead at 7-0. This one is outside for a ball as well. Whitlow on second base. 2 balls and no strikes. Tillman comes set. This one is grounded to the shortstop and over to first base in time. And that is the way this inning will come to a close. It goes at 6-3, but Twin Rivers comes back and they put a couple more runs on. They put 3 runs on the board. They now lead at 7-0. We're coming right back in 60 seconds. You're watching live coverage. It is the OFC Softball Tournament presented by Bank of Grandin.
Now back to the action. It's Mules baseball. Here's the voice of the Mules, Frankie Castillo.
All right, so here we go. Bottom, or make that top of inning at number 4 now. And you look at the Naylor Lady Eagles. They are down 7-0 as we get started here in the 4th inning. Tillman coming up, struck out her first time. 8 strikeouts already for the senior Parson. First pitch in there for a called strike, and we are off and running here in the top of inning number 4. No balls and 1 strike. Here is the pitch. This one fouls it off the helmet there. It is no balls and 2 strikes as Tillman already down 0-2 in the count. Our ball game is presented by Hillis Family Chiropractic, Ozark Legacy Insurance Partners, Christian Automotive and Tire, Stanbader Wood Truss, Baker Implement, and the Twin Rivers Booster Club. Here is the 0-2 pitch on the way from Parson. And just misses outside for a ball. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Good spot there for the senior. Good take by Tillman. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Nobody on, nobody down here in the inning. This one is popped straight up. Benson calls everybody off and makes the catch for the first out. 1 down here in the inning. Good job there by Benson. Calls everybody off. It goes F6, and there is your first out of the inning. It is Alexi Holcomb singled. As a matter of fact, she is the only hit so far for Naylor. The other base runner was Tatum Futrell, and she walked. Downstairs for a ball. It is 1 ball and no strikes. And there's a strike. Good pitch. It is 1 ball and 1 strike. Quickly here, 1 ball and 1 strike. This one inside, it just misses for a ball. 2 balls and 1 strike. Joe Gloyd at Concrete Construction, Elite Trucking Academy, Liberty Utilities at 67 Towing, B&J Fencing, all proud supporters of the OFC. This one is popped up along the infield. Another catch here by Ivy Benson. Watch this one. Comes across and takes care of that with no problem. 2 down in the inning. Both outs have been to Ivy Benson. Two down here in the inning. And strike is called. It is no balls and 1 strike. This one fouls it away. It's no balls and 2 strike. So no balls and 2 strikes here. Here is the 0-2 pitch coming. This one fouls it away to the dugout. Still at no balls and 2 strikes here as Piper Pyle. She is 0 for 1 with a strikeout. Trying to get something going here with an 0-2 count. Here is the pitch coming here from Alexis Parson. She is ahead here, 0-2. This one is grounded up the middle. Oh, what a good stop there. Not going to be able to throw her out, but what a stop by Whitlow. Runner now on first base, just the second base hit of the ball game here for the Eagles. So Pyle on first base, and now coming up is Gracie Rule that struck out back in the second. Runners on first base now with 2 down here in the inning. Downstairs for a ball. It's 1 ball and no strikes. Twin Rivers leading by 7.
2-3-0.
2 down here in the 4th. We're in the top part of inning number 4. Ball taken up high. 2 balls and no strikes. Two balls and no strikes. Runner on first base. Here is the 2-0 pitch on the way. And strike. Good pitch by Parson. 2 balls and 1 strike. Coming up next, it is Clearwater. They will take on Puxico. That game directly after this one. Inside for a ball. And now it is a 3-1 count. Runner on first base. Only 1 walk issued in the ballgame so far from Parson. She does have 8 strikeouts, none in this inning so far. Here is the 3-1 offering. Good pitch right down the middle. Now it's a full count. 3 balls and 2 strikes. Twin Rivers are trying to get out of the inning. It is a full count. As Parson now comes set. Here is the pitch. Swing and a miss. Check out the replay here presented by Barker's Towing and Auto Repair. It is now going to the bottom of the 4th inning. It is a 7-0 game. We're back in about 1 minute. You're watching live coverage of the OFC. It is presented by Bank of Grandin. All right, so we are back now as we get ready for the home half of inning number 4. For Twin Rivers, it'll be Rayburn, Parson, and Aker. Anybody gets on Ellsworth to bat 4th in this inning. It is a 7-0 game for the Lady Royals. Here we go, first pitch coming. 7-0. This one is popped straight up out to center field, and there is your first out of the inning. Gracie Rule out there in center field. 1 up and 1 down here in the 4th. It goes F8 on the out. And now coming up to the plate now is the pitcher, Alexis Parson. She has singled or make that walked, and now she has singled. This one goes the opposite field, and there is your first runner of the inning. Parson now is 1 for 2. She has walked, struck out, and now singled. Twin Rivers being aggressive here early in the counts in this inning. Ashlyn Aker coming up to the plate. This one misses for a ball. It is 1 ball and no strikes. This one misses as well for another ball. It is 2 balls and no strikes. So 2 balls and no strikes here as Twin Rivers off to a good start, 7-0. If the score holds, they would take on Doniphan tomorrow. Ball 3, this one is in the dirt. Twin Rivers already has their leadoff on base, and now they're 1 pitch away from having the first 2 batters reach. Still at nobody down here in the inning. There's a good pitch. Strike is called right down the middle. PR Automotive, White Sanders, a funeral home, also Soulful Hair Studios, and Bank of Grandin, all proud supporters of this year's OFC. So a one-out walk is issued, and Ellsworth coming up to the plate. She is 2 for 2 so far today. She's also scored a couple of runs. This one is popped straight up, and let's see. The catcher makes the catch, and there is. We're going to go to second and safe, and now Parson will come in to score. It was a routine pop-up. So 2 down in the inning, but a run will come in to score. It's now 8-0. So 2 down, and Callie Acup coming up to the plate. 2 away in the inning, and there's a ball taken. One ball, no strikes, runner on second base. Swing and a miss. And now the count is even at 1 ball and 1 strike. It is a 1-1 count. So Acup up to the plate. She's 1 for 2. Struck out, singled, and scored. This one has popped up as well behind us.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
1 ball and 2 strikes. 1-2 the count. We're in the 4th. Fouls it away, so we'll still stay here with 1 ball and 2 strikes. Black River Beauty Academy, Wind Supply in Poplar Bluff, also Farm Credit of Southeast Missouri. This one has popped up as well. This one is going to fall into a foul territory. Still a 1 ball and 2 strikes. 1-2 the count. Awaiting on deck is Addison Whitlow. There are 2 down here in the inning. Here's the pitch. Ball taken inside. Count is even at 2 balls and 2 strikes. 2-2 the count with 2 down here in the inning. And up high. Now it's a full count, 3 balls and 2 strikes. 2 away in the inning. And the inning started with Rayburn popping out to center field. Parson goes opposite field, a base hit, then a walk, and then a pop out by Ellsworth. And now it's going to be first and second base. With 2 down in the inning, a 2-out walk is issued. Coming up to the plate, it is Addison Whitlow. As she comes up, there are 2 down here in the inning. Runners on first and second base. Popped out to center field. She did reach on an error. Pops that one to the fence, and there is strike 1. No balls and 1 strike. Here is the pitch coming. Swing and a miss. No balls and 2 strikes. So no balls and 2 strikes. We are in the 4th inning. Just misses outside for a ball. 1 ball and 2 strikes. This one gets away as well, and the runners will advance now to second and third base. It is a 2-2 count.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
2-2 count here in the fourth. This one, ground ball, this one to the second baseman, over to first base in time, and the side is retired. 1 run comes in on this inning. It goes 4-3 on the out, and we will be back in just a moment. You're watching live coverage. It is the OFC Softball Tournament. It is presented by Bank of Grandin. All right, so we're back as we get ready for the top of inning at number 5. It is still an 8-0 score as we get ready here for the 5th inning. It is Wilkerson coming up to the plate, the junior. And let's see what Parson has in store here in the 5th. And there is strike 1. We are off and running here in the 5th. Here is the pitch coming here from Parson. She's ahead, no balls to make that now ahead at no balls and 2 strikes. Quickly 0-2 the count here in the 5th.
0-2.
No balls and 2 strikes. Just misses for a ball. It is a 1 ball and 2 strikes.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
1-2 the count. Here is the pitch. This one right over to the second baseman, over to first in time. 1 up and 1 down here in the inning. It goes 4-3 on the out. And now Tatum Futrell coming up to the plate. So she walked her first time, 1 down here in the inning. Swing and a miss. Good pitch. No balls and a strike. Here is the pitch on the way. Ball misses outside. It's 1 ball and 1 strike. Strike is called, and now it is 1 ball, 2 strikes. One down here in the inning. Futrell behind here in the count. 1 ball, 2 strikes. This one fouls it away to stay alive. Still a ball and 2 strikes. Coming up later on in the nightcap, the last game of the evening at 6 p.m. It'll be Neelyville taking on the Lady Redbirds of East Carter. Before that one, It is Puxico and Clearwater. And then we'll transform over to tomorrow. Swing and a miss, another strikeout for the senior. Here is the replay presented by Barker's Towing and Auto Repair. 2 down here in the inning. So Cannon coming up. She bats left-handed. She has struck out her first time. 2 away. It is an 8-0 game. Twin Rivers leads. Takes the first pitch for a ball, a little high. 1 ball and no strikes. So we'll take a quick break following this game and get them time to get the field redone. And then we're going to get ready for the next 2 games. We are in the top of inning number 5. It is an 8-0 score. Twin Rivers leads here in this one. 2 balls and no strikes. Downstairs for a ball. 3 balls and no strikes now. 3-0. So glad to have you alongside here this afternoon. I'm Frankie Castile. Coming up on 3 o'clock on this Wednesday. This one is up high, ball 4. So a 2-out walk. Just the second walk of the game by Parson. 10 strikeouts for the senior. And time is called here by the head coach. Our ball game is presented by Midway RV Parks and Cabin Rentals. Also being brought to you by Farm Credit of Southeast Missouri, Wind Supply in Poplar Bluff, PR Automotive, Hillis Family Chiropractic, Baker Implement, the Twin Rivers Booster Club, also Barker's Towing and Auto Repair, Representative Cameron Parker, and our title sponsor of Bank of Grandin. Proud supporters of the OFC. So the umpire walks out to talk to the coach here. So there are 2 down here in the inning. We'll have 2 brand new umpires after these 2 games. All right, so here we go. First pitch is taken outside for a ball. We're back underway. 1 ball and no strikes. So we are back to the top of the lineup now. Cannon. Here is the pitch coming outside for a ball. It is now 2 balls and no strikes. So 2-0 the count. Twin Rivers leads by 8. We'll talk more about that coming up in the home half of the 5th inning. This score is important for a reason. 2 down here in the inning. Good pitch. This one right down the middle. It is 2 balls and 1 strike. So 2 balls and 1 strike. Runner on first base. 10 strikeouts for Parson. This one misses as well. A little bit outside and low. 3 balls and a strike. Three-1 the count. We are in the top of the 5th inning. Here's the pitch. And strike is called. And now it's a 3 balls and 2 strike count. 3 balls and 2 strikes. Runner on first base and 2 down in the inning. Here is the payoff pitch. up high. And there is ball 4. So now runners on first and second base. Back-to-back walks issued here in the 5th inning. Started out with a ground out to begin things, and then a strikeout to Rule, or correction to Futrell, and then back-to-back walks, and now runners on first and second base with 2 down. Here's the pitch in there for a called strike. It is no balls and 1 strike. Twin Rivers leads by 8. This one is taken for a strike as well. It is now no balls and 2 strikes. It's 0-2 the count. Runners on first and second base. Here is the pitch. Swing and a miss, and the side is retired. And another punch out for Parson as we go to the bottom of the 5th inning. It is still 8-0 if Twin Rivers pulls off 2 runs in the inning. The game would end early. Don't go anywhere. We're coming right back in at 60 seconds. You're watching live coverage of the OFC. It is presented by Bank of Grandin.
And now back to the action. It's Mules baseball. Here's the voice of the Mules, Frankie Castillo.
All right, so as we make our way back into the home half of inning number 5, Twin Rivers leading by 8 runs here in this one. Naylor leaving a couple of base runners on due to walks. 2 more strikeouts in the inning. And the first pitch gets away for ball 1. 1 ball and no strikes. And we are back to the top of the lineup now with Benson. Benson here today. She has grounded out, singled, an RBI single and scored, and then struck out back in the first. Oh, this one got her right in the helmet. She is headed down to first base and looks to be doing okay. Musgraves, the RBI double back in the 2nd inning. She does have a sacrifice fly as well. Did that in the 3rd. And she did reach back in the 1st on an E6.
Take a breath and reset.
Runner on first base, nobody down here in the inning. This one popped straight up, could be playable. And the pitcher, she comes flying in and runs into the fence. Could not make the play, but what an effort given by freshman Tillman, doing all she can out there. It is no balls and 1 strike. Gave it everything she had and just ran out of real estate. This one taken outside for a ball. It is 1 ball and 1 strike. Count is even, 1-1. Twin Rivers up by 8 in this one. Coming up, we've got Puxico. We've got Clearwater. This one is up high as well. It's 2 balls and 1 strike. 2-1 the count. We are in the 5th. Started this afternoon at 70 degrees. This one is in the dirt as well. Benson takes off, and now she is standing on second base, and now it is a 3-1 count. Sun is mostly shining a few times. The clouds will hide it. We're expecting the same thing tomorrow temperature-wise, maybe more sunshine though. And strike is called. Good pitch. Now full count, 3 balls and 2 strikes for softball here in late April. You're not going to find better weather than what we are seeing today and then again tomorrow. This one is popped up as well. Pitcher this time makes the catch. And there is the first out of the inning. It goes F1 on the out. So 1 down here in the inning. Anchor coming up to the plate. This one is a strike right down the middle. No balls and 1 strike. Aker has walked, hit by a pitch, and grounded out to shortstop. She has also scored a run as well. No balls and 1 strike. This one is popped up as well. Going over toward the fence and running out of real estate. It is a foul ball. It's no balls and 2 strikes. So quickly 0-2 the count. No balls and 2 strikes. Here is the pitch coming from Tillman. Ball misses outside. Here is the pitch now. This one is grounded and just fouled down the third base line, so we'll do it again. 3 balls and 2 strikes.
Hey, Gracie. Catcher Gracie. Thank you, babe. You got it, Katie?
So 1 ball and 2 strikes here. And this one misses outside for a ball. It's 2 balls and 2 strikes. 2-2 the count. This one is popped up. This one out towards center field. It gets in for a base hit. Here comes Benson. Here is the relay in, and she will score. It is now a 9-0 game. So it is a 9-0 game. That run on second base is very important. This one is grounded for a base hit. Rayburn does her job. Here comes the relay in, and this game is done. It is 10-0 your score, and that should end it. That is the ball game, and Twin Rivers now will move on, and they will take on Doniphan coming up tomorrow, and that game will be at noon directly. We will have that contest for you coming up as well. So Twin Rivers pitches a shutout this afternoon, and the senior for Twin Rivers on the mound. As you can see, the 2 teams now shaking hands. Parson picks up the win. 11 strikeouts she was able to acquire in this game. And now coming up, what we will do is we will reset, and when we come back, we will have our 3rd game of the afternoon. Our 3rd game coming up, it'll be between Puxico and Clearwater. So make sure and stick around for that as we get ready to bring you Game 3 of of the OFC tournament, rather. In the meantime, what we'll do is we'll reset, and we'll be back here in just a moment. Don't go anywhere. You're watching exclusive coverage. It is the OFC tournament. It is presented by Bank of Grandin. We're back here in just a few moments.
Now back to the action. It's Mules baseball. Here's the voice of the Mules, Frankie Castillo. And now back to the action. It's Mules baseball. Here's the voice of the Mules, Frankie Castillo.